And then, yeah, of course, you can break that relay. You can ignore Lebensohl and bid your longest suit. You also might have a huge hand and support a partner. That's a possibility too.
Yeah, but wouldn't you bid your spade suit after the 2 hearts?
If your hand was suitable for just an overcall, yes. But what if you had a really big hand? What if you, like I said, like 19? That's too good for an overcall.
Oh.
Remember, overcalls, whether they're at the 1 level or the 2 level, overcalls always have an upper limit. And at some point, and it's a judgment call. We usually talk about overcalls being tops out around maybe 17, maybe 18. You can overcall, but anything stronger than that, you should be starting with a double.
Good point.
So, and look, you might have, who's to say you don't have, a huge hand in support of partner. So, what if your hand looked? Throw in some X's. We'll make it really good. Just be an X, all right. All right, what about something like that? All right, so they open 2 hearts. All right, well, you have the perfect shape for a takeout double, right? All right, so partner bids 2-no. Well, what do? If you accept the relay with that hand and you just bid 3 clubs, you might play it there, right? Now, here partner would correct to diamonds and you would get another chance to bid. Can you risk that, or is your hand too good?
It's too good.
All right, so what would you do if you had this hand and the auction proceeded that way? 2 hearts, you double, pass. All right, partner bids 2-no. What would you do when it comes back around? You don't have a long suit to bid, do you? Any ideas?
And you don't have a stopper in hearts, so you can't really bid no turn.
Yeah, so you can't bid no trump. Any grand ideas?
What's left? Q-bid?
Yeah, what about Cupid? Double and Cupid. That says, partner, I have a moose. I'm not sure where we're headed. But clearly you can play wherever partner wants to bid, right? Now, with this hand here, I think partner could try 3-no next. Notice that if you Q-bid 3 hearts, that does keep 3-no in the picture. Well, I don't know. It's close. You're probably a trick shy in 3-no. 5 diamonds would be a better spot. 5 diamonds looks like you'd lose a heart in the ace of clubs.
So does responder jump directly to game after that 3-heart Q-bid?
You don't have to jump to game, but you would probably bid your long suit. I mean, you might try 3-no. Do you want to do that with just king third? Or you could bid 4 diamonds. You could bid 5 diamonds. Maybe 5 diamonds is the way to go. This is tough. I mean, this is a lot. Yeah, this is tricky. You're right on the edge there. I think 4 diamonds would probably suggest a weaker hand. Four diamonds would probably say, okay, partner, I know you doubled in Cupid, but you really got to let me off the hook here. I have nothing. Where you have a little something, maybe maybe you want to make sure that you get the game.
So the Q-bid again says what?
So a double in Q-bid is just kind of a generic, shows a really big,
Okay.
a really big directionless hand, if you will, right?
Okay.
I mean, you have a 4x1, right? So how do you know? I mean, you figure partner does not have 4 spades, right? I mean, there are some inferences here, right?
Really?
Because anytime your partner had spades, whether that hand was weak or invitational or something like that, wouldn't they start with spades?
Oh,
So remember, West isn't isn't starting with the Lebensohl 2-0 if they have spades. If they have spades, they're bidding spades.
5 of them.
No, could just be 4.
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, remember the takeout double of 2 hearts. That hand's going to have 4 spades almost all the time, right? Not always, but usually. So they're usually going to have 4 of the other major. So, and that's typically what they're looking for, right? When we get a week 2 and 1 majors, you're really in an ideal world hoping that you can find a fit in the other majors.
If West has a worthless hand that's like 4-4-3-2, you still bid Lebensohl and then you bid the 4-card.
Well, again, if one of my 4-card suits is spades, I would just respond 2 spades with a weak hand. But I mean, what if I'm 4-4-3-2 and both of my 4-card suits are minors? Yeah, we said that's kind of a tricky hand because you want to get to your best fit, but it's very hard to tell what your best fit is, right?
You said you don't bid spades directly though. You go through Lebensohl.
No, spades.
No. Spades I would always bid directly.
At the one.
Typically.
One level.
Typically.
No, you're at 2 level.
2 level.
Now you still have to bid the 2
But that's
level.
not implying more points.
After the double.
No, because the idea here is that with spades, like if they've opened 2 hearts or 2 diamonds, you have 2 of a major available to you, right? So you don't need to worry about Lebensohl.
Okay.
Lebensohl is primarily going to be used on those auctions where you're going to be forced to the 3 level anyhow, right? Anytime they open 2 hearts and your partner doubles and you can't bid spades, you're stuck bidding 3 of a minor, right? Pretty much.
So let's make the opener bid 2 spades weak.
Yeah. So if it's 2 spades weak, then now you're using Lebensohl for all of your weak hands, right?
Thank you.
Even if it's hearts, because you would be forced to the 3 level, right? So that's the way to view it. Is can I get out at the 2 level or not? Now keep in mind, and I say this, I mean, of course this would happen. I was playing on Tuesday, and the opponents opened 2 hearts. And it came around to me and I had a light takeout double. I had the correct shape for a double. I had about 11 points. We were not vulnerable. It was pretty clear that it was not right to sell out to 2 hearts. So in the balancing seat, I doubled and partner bid 2-0. She had no long suit. She had a double heart stopper. She had 11 points. She had exactly what I thought she had. So we played 2-0. She actually made 3. I don't think we should be in game, but she made 3 on the lie of the cards. Normally I can't do that. And I joked with her after a hand. I said, I don't have a natural 2-0 with almost everybody I play with. I said, we got lucky. We don't play Lebensohl. And this was a hand where we didn't want to play Lebensohl. So keep that in mind, right? You cannot play like any other Lebensohl application over 2-0. Remember, what do you give up? Because you always give something up. You can't stop in 2-0.
So that is still Lebensohl when it goes week 2, pass, double.
Yes.
To know that's still
Yes.
Lebensohl.
Yes.
Thank
Always
you.
yes.
Okay.
Does not matter whether the double was made in the direct seat or the balancing seat.
Thank you.
Yeah. And because remember the key, the difference here, what you are trying to do is, this is not, this is a more difficult situation than when they open at the 1 level and partner makes a takeout double. If they open at the 1 level and partner makes a takeout double, and you make the cheapest response possible, whether it's 1 spade or 2 clubs, whatever your suit is, you haven't consumed a lot of bidding space, and partner will know by virtue of the fact that you did not jump in response to the takeout double that you're like 0 to 7, 0 to 8 points, right? You do not have that luxury when they open at the 2 level, because all of a sudden, and this is why we have, fairly aggressive week 2 bids. Because it may not seem like a lot to you, but it is just enough of a nuisance to impede your auction and prevent you from doing anything that you want to do. And so 2 hearts double. With partners bidding a minor, this is happening at the 3 level, right? I mean, this person is under tremendous pressure and could have a very weak hand, and they're having to deal with this double at the 3 level, whether they like it or not. So this is where it comes in. Is a very useful tool where your bidding space is minimal to be able to make that distinction. Partner, I have a little something for you versus partner, I'm only doing this because you made me do it, and by the way, I'll see you in the parking lot later. But we understand sometimes too, the partner's gonna have a very good hand for that double, and it's gonna want to be, and it's gonna be very pushy here, and you can just try your best to convey that you don't have much when that's the case. But
One more question. When the Lebensohl bidder doesn't bid Lebensohl and bids 3-no trump directly, fast denies a stopper,
yes,
how does the partner know where to go with no stopper? Knowing that you don't have a stopper, where do I go? How do I get out of 3-no?
I mean, we're probably just trying to scramble to a minor at that point.
Okay.
And again, you do have that inference that you're working with, because at least you're eliminating contracts that may not work. So let's, why don't we again take away some of these cards over here from responder. Let's say give that King of Hearts to the opponent so that neither of us have a heart stopper, right? And
Are those? Do we have 2 spade aces?
That'd be great.
yeah. Well, don't worry about the about these cards for now.
Okay.
Actually, let's go ahead and do this, and then give this person more of a normal looking takeout double. Okay, does that work? We have enough cards?
No, 2 queens.
Oh, this was supposed to be the king. Okay. Make it as realistic as possible. Okay, 2 hearts. He says double, right? Pretty normal. Little different hand, but still pretty normal takeout double. Okay, so when the double comes around here, well, what do you want to do? So 3 diamonds would be constructive, but I would say your hand is too good for that, right? If partner has enough to make a takeout double, don't you want to be in game with the West cards? Even if it's a minimum takeout double. Let's say partner only has 12. Do you have enough to be in game?
Yes.
Yeah, somewhere. Okay, well, what do? 3-no is out, right? You don't have a heart stopper. Partner has implied shortness in hearts with the takeout double. So 3-no is not going to work. All right, well, partner would like to end up in the other major, but you only have 2 spades. So how are we supposed to deal with this hand? Well, if we're following Lebensohl, now we don't know that partner doesn't have a heart stopper. Just because the opponent's open to weak 2 and we have 3 small, partner might have made a takeout double with ace or king of hearts or ace jack or